Happy Monday. So here we are, Monday afternoon. They're actually getting ready to do, so our town, I'm gonna show you the town hall across the street from my house. Well, across the street from my studio. They do Music Mondays. Usually it's at a local park, but tonight, because it might rain, it's gonna be right there. See, they got that sign? Look it. You kinda can see it. They're gonna do Music Mondays right there. 6 to 8 tonight. Come on down. I might still be working, so I don't know if I'll make it. But let's go on inside. I'll hear it though. So it's Monday. We had our Good Morning ClayShare this morning. We announced 2 new designs for rolling pins, and I said I wasn't going to do more designs, but you know, I can't not design stuff. And then look at this. These are not available to the public. I'm not sure if I'm going to release them. Look at this ghost. So he's a small dish, like he'll be a little dish. And then look at my haunted house rim template. These, I don't know how they're going to work at all. I'm just playing with them, and we're going to see how they go. I was thinking this would be a great serving dish, and like 4 of these would be a cute little individual dishes. I don't know. So that's happening. I'll be using those a bit this week and trying some things out. I have to tell you, this mug came out so nice. You probably saw it already in the plug and fire kiln opening, the little first time I fired it video. Love it. Got some tools that I bought for the upcoming workshop in Wisconsin. So I'll be taking those with me. So that's kind of exciting. I'm about to throw some pieces because it's Diamond Core Tools Month, and I'm going to be doing some Mishima and some Sgraffito demos. So I've got the wheel all set up, ready to go. I'm going to throw about, I don't know, 5, 6 pieces. We'll see. I need some large pitchers, like a iced tea pitcher, and I need to make some cups and probably some bowls, I think. I'm not sure. I'm just going to throw and see what happens. And then here's the 2 new rollers that I said I wouldn't do. Well, you know what happens? Sometimes you don't know what you're going to do till it happens. And for me, it's the exact same thing. I get inspired, and once I'm inspired, I really want to create. And yeah, the other day, I wanted to draw. I just really wanted to draw. So I did. And so we made this one. It's Halloween Friends. It's just cute little Halloween icons, cute little Halloween things. And then this one here, which is even cuter, hard to believe, is our fall one that I did. Isn't that cute? And so this is Spiced Autumn Treats, I think we're calling this one. I let my daughter name it. Well, you know, this is what we do as parents. You let your children name things, but it's got a little mug with a mushroom on it. It's got some donuts. It's got a pumpkin mug with cinnamon sticks and whipped cream. It's got this beautiful ornate cup. Look at that. I don't know what's happening in there, but that looks nice. Sometimes you got to take one to go. So we got like a little pumpkin latte to go, donut. This beautiful mug with the leaf on it. Here's a to-go mug with a heart. This one with some pumpkin and pumpkin. So many awesome things on this roller. So this was really fun. I just drew some pots some pots are pots I've made, some are pots I want to make. And I think this is a slab I rolled out, but I haven't made anything with it yet. But it's the, what design do I? Oh, it's the Halloween Friends. We'll come around so you can see it. Isn't that cute? I love the bat. The jack-o'-lantern's pretty awesome too. There's the kitty. There was a discussion about the kitty, whether I should put a little something at the back side of the kitty, and I did not. My daughters were all for it. They thought it would be funny. I refrained. Modesty for my kitty. So, and then all of the Christmas tree pots. So I'm going to go throw. That's my day. I'll throw. I have a million emails to do for the next day or 2. I've got so many Christmas tree plates that we made last week. If you missed any of last week, go check it out, because I know people are not ready for Christmas, but it wasn't about Christmas. It was more about all the different techniques you learned. So I've got stacks there and stacks other places. So lots and lots. All right, let's come over here to the wheel. Let's throw some pots. Let's have a seat. We're going to make some pots. You ready? Let's do this. I'm getting ready to do our weekly Wednesday broadcasts, our live at 5 and our prime time for our premium members. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday on ClayShare.com or the ClayShare app. So this week, it's all about Sgraffito and Mishima. So we're gonna do a intro to Sgraffito during live at 5, which is the free class. So anybody can come watch. Here's some examples. I'm just standing here showing you these beautifully carved pots that I made. And I'm gonna answer all the questions everybody has. So I hope they bring a lot with them. So I'm really excited to share that. And you know, it's Diamond Core Tools month. So of course we'll be doing a lot with Diamond Core Tools. Here, I was hiding in the forest of light stands and tripods. And then in prime time, which is our class just for our premium members, we're gonna do something really fun. We're gonna do Mishima over underglaze. So we're gonna actually put the color down first and then carve on top of the color with a black, and then I'll teach you how to do an inlay. So that's gonna be on prime time just for the premium members. So it's a little more complex. And here's some more beautifully carved pieces that I have. This plate, we don't wanna talk about how long that plate took to carve in color. And then I've got some mugs. I actually got a few of these small. They're not big mugs. I mean, they're good size tea mug, coffee mug. I've got a couple of those and I might put them up for sale, but I only have a few. But what I really want to share, well, I think I shared the new, I cleaned this off and then I started working again. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. The new fall and Halloween rolling pins. I'm absolutely sure I shared them. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. I just did I show you how they look on little dishes? I'm loving them. So I'm gonna try to get some time to make a mug with them, but I don't think I'm gonna get that today. I've got the broadcast. And then here's the Halloween Friends. It's super duper cute. And here's a picture I threw that I plan to carve for tonight's prime time, but the handle is still, it's not stiff enough. It's kind of tacky. I don't know if that came off on my hands. You know, so the clay is not ready for me to put underglaze on it, and it's certainly not ready for carving, but I did throw a bunch of things the other day. Here we have a big bowl that's drying. I've got a bunch of things I've trimmed. That's why they're upside down. This is what we'll be doing tonight. I've got this cup, this cup. I've put the underglaze, I'm about to put the wax on, and I'll probably work on a bowl tonight in prime time, one of these guys right here that I just threw. This is B-Mix, which is a nice porcelainous stoneware. The clay up here is Tucker's Smooth Stone, so it's a little different. It doesn't have any kaolin in it, so it's a little tougher to carve. And then I've got some plates. We're gonna use that to do some carving on with Sgraffito, and then here's one I've got underglaze that we're going to be carving. And then I did an ombre, little baby ombre one that's hanging out. So we're going to do this tonight in the broadcast. Ooh, well, we can look at my giant bucket of reclaim. Ooh, that's not what I was going to show you, actually. I was showing you this right here, which is porcelain. And this is a Mishima carved piece. Well, it's Mishima inlay, and it was carved. So, and there's some of my carving supplies. But the difference between, you want to see? I mean, we'll do this little educational thing. The difference between porcelain and B-Mix. They are very similar as far as workability and ease of throwing and ease of carving. The main difference, well, these mugs here are porcelain too. I guess I didn't have to bring this. So these two are porcelain and this one is B-Mix. This really will show. So there's your difference. Porcelain, B-Mix. Am I blocking the light? Let me move so you can have a better view. Do you see how the background color is like a cream color? The clay isn't pure white. And then when we do a porcelain, you get that really bright white. Some people prefer the bright white. Some people really like the softness of the B-Mix, that creaminess. This is actually my mug. I've just had some tea in it, so it's still got tea down in it. And I don't know why it was up there. I don't know what happened. But often I'll use B-Mix. It's not any cheaper than the porcelain. I really like that. I am one of the ones that like that creamy color, I guess. And so that's why I pick the B-Mix sometimes over the porcelain. Actually, is this a B-Mix? that's bee mix there too. So you can see how this right here, you can see that, right? I think that picks it up. So honestly, it's just preference. Porcelain sometimes is a little more difficult to work with than the bee mix, but not really. They're both sort of difficult clays to work with compared to a stoneware. So that's what we're gonna be doing, is we're gonna be doing that tonight. I've got so many pots to put in a bisque that's over here. I'm really excited. I've got a bunch of Christmas tree ones. I got this one, it's upside down, but you can see. I so want to fire this. I'm so excited for that. So I think I'm gonna load a bisque in this kiln right here in a few minutes and fire that. And then the other thing I'm really excited about is I did the test fire with this plug-in fire kiln, and I'm gonna mix up some cone 10 glaze and do some test pieces and stick them in it and fire it to cone 10. So that's gonna be happening. Hopefully if I can do that, probably not today because it's Wednesday, but maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff still happening. So anyhow, check out Live at 5 tonight. Well, it already happened. Check out Live at 5 last week for the Sgraffito, and check out Prime Time for the carving on underglaze, the Mishima demo. All right, this is gonna be a test video for an interview that I have coming up. You can see the studio behind me. Isn't it great? And I'm trying out cinematic mode. Ooh, fancy. So I had to move some stuff because the studio is not usually set up this way. You'll notice these wear racks back here. They usually live up here in front. This rack's not usually as close to the kiln. And this big rack of pots here usually kind of lives in the middle of the room here. Or sometimes I wheel it over there because it's on wheels, so I can take it around. And then the other thing that's gone is actually usually right here in this space is my glaze table. But again, that's on wheels. It's a stainless steel restaurant work table that I picked up from Web Restaurant. Really great supply source for you for buying studio equipment. They're not a sponsor, but gosh, wouldn't that be great? So it's back there. Actually, maybe I can show you if I don't mess up my shot too much. See, the table's right tucked in there, and more racks. So we're just trying to get the setup done. Sorry, I gotta put my hand there. Trying to get the setup done so I can do this interview. And they want to see some kilns. I feel like I look funny, like I'm just superimposed on this pottery background. Like I don't really look like it's my pottery studio. Anyhow, the interview is actually something top secret I'm working on. So I don't think I can share anything about it right now. But in the coming months, hopefully I can share. So you just have to wait and see. It's always good to have something to look forward to, right? And I got an extra special new flannel shirt to wear. So I'm pretty excited for that new shirt. It's like a holiday. Okay, so this is gonna go up in the vlog, and I gotta get back to it because my interview is in 30 minutes and I have to have everything set and ready. But I think I gotta adjust the lighting, and other than that, I think it's great. So wish me luck, everybody. Fingers crossed. Look at my hydrangeas. This is one I got 2 years ago, and it was just the tiniest little bush, and I believe they are called strawberry shortcake. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's what they are. There might be a little tag somewhere. Isn't that gorgeous though? I do need to do something about the support for them. I've got these. I know. Pottery vlog. Why are we seeing flowers? Well, you make things that are inspired, right, by the things in your life, and for me, flowers. And I'm a terrible gardener. That doesn't mean I'm not inspired by flowers. But I just wanted to share the beauty of these before they're gone, because they're so pretty. Little update. Saturday. It's Saturday in the studio. So I did a pumpkin plate using the Spiced Autumn Treats and the Blustery Day mini roller. These guys right here. So starting that, getting some fall stuff made. I did make a little mug too as an example of the mini blustery day roller. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, sorry, hold on, give me a little spinny. I finished carving this, which is what we were doing in Live at 5. We did a Sgraffito demo. And then over here, I got the wax on this. So that's the picture. I'm actually gonna film the carving of the handle. And that's gonna be this coming week's prime time. Working on the pumpkin rim templates. So we'll get those ready. I don't know if I'll get them, maybe we'll have them available for release before I leave for Wisconsin. Probably by the time the vlog comes out, I'll have them ready. They'll be available. I did finish carving this one. So this is one we carved in the primetime class. And this is the one that I did put I think the wax on. I'd already done the color. So I did carve this. So I've got those two carved. Oh, I carved something else. Where did I put it? What? Oh, it's over here. Look. And then I carved this, but I didn't use the black inlay. I just carved into the underglaze like a true Sgraffito, not Mishima. So we'll see. I want to compare the two. We'll see how that goes. And the other thing I did is I loaded and fired this bisque right here, which was all those Christmas tree dishes we made. Oh my gosh, there's so many in there. And a couple didn't fit. So I'm gonna have to work on more pots so I can do another bisque, so I can get those in. But I'll be glazing these tomorrow. So a lot of these will get glazed. Also, I'm gonna be glazing this teapot. Come see, I moved this rack around. I'm gonna be glazing and firing this, which is the teapot I'll be teaching at my workshop in Wisconsin. And I'm gonna be making a couple of those today and getting all the templates ready for my students that are gonna be in that workshop. So that's what's happening. There's a lot of pots here that need glazing. What's that? Is that something? Everything's something. Oh, did I not put this? Did this get? I don't know if I misfired that. Oh yeah, I did. Sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, so that's Saturday. I go make teapots. But I wanted to share the carved work with you because I'm really happy about how they turned out. And I'll share that kiln, I'll open it and share it, but it's too hot right now. I think it's at, oh goodness, let's go back to it. Getting a lot of steps today. 11:24. Yeah, that's too hot. We cannot open it up yet. We got, probably tomorrow morning we'll open it. Tomorrow's a big glaze day, so I'll share some of that, I'm sure, with you all. All right, it's Sunday night, and the bisque fire that I fired the other day, that I loaded, I think I shared that, is done. It's at 107. We can take a peek. And there's a lot of pieces in here to be glazed. They're gonna have to wait till I get back from the Fire Arts Expo in Wisconsin. A week from today, I'll be back late at night, really late though. So week from Monday, maybe I'll get to that, but that'll sit there. And then got a little thing happening. So I'm going to be teaching 6 classes at the Fire Arts Expo. One of them is this fabulous teapot that I have over here. Look at this beauty. It's drying. This is what I glazed today, and it took me about 4 hours because I did flooding technique on it and hand painted. You'll see when it's done. You'll see what it looks like. It's going to be amazing. Anyhow, I don't want to fire anything but this. This is all I want to put in the kiln. And I tried to put it in my baby kiln, and it didn't fit in either one. Not in this one here, which is the plug-in fire, and it didn't fit in the little doll kiln down here. So what I did is I thought about firing it in this one and taking the shelf up, but this kiln has a vent, so there's a hole in the bottom that the air flows through. See, I'll bring you down here and you can see the vents down in there. It wouldn't work, but this is really the big but here. This kiln doesn't take a vent. You cannot use a vent because it's too small of a kiln. The vent would overwhelm the kiln. So what I did is I took the shelf, you might have noticed, see, shelf and the posts. I took those out. I kiln washed the bottom of the kiln, and I'm going to do something I don't ever do. I am going to actually set the teapot directly on the bottom, the floor of the kiln, right there. And hold on, because we need this too. Let's go grab this. Here's our lid. It's all waxed. There's no glaze. We are going to fire them touching. That way, if there is any warping that happens, it happens together, which there often is warping. That's completely normal. But look, I don't know if you can tell, we got enough clearance. But if the shelf is in there, we don't. If the shelf is in there, it sticks up about this much. So taking the shelf out really brought it down enough. I have just enough room to put a little piece of kiln shelf off to the side. I have a little broken piece that I can put a cone pack on. And I'm going to fire this. And that's it. That's what's going to get fired. So there's my Sunday in the studio. I spent the day carving 2 plates and glazing that teapot. And that's it. And glazing. So there's a little bit of a mess to clean up. Actually, I'll show you the plates I carved since we're wrapping up the week. One is this beautiful thing right here, which I started on Wednesday. That's my microphone. I'm going to move that out of the way. So that's getting its weight bag, and it's just sitting out now. More pots to carve, but not ready yet. I'm not ready. I'm going to get there. Maybe tomorrow. Secret stuff. Don't look. I might have to release that. I carved this one right here, which is the ombre. And then this one, which is a tray that I don't think I showed. And I didn't carve the very center. I thought about it for a bit, and I just really like the way it looks with the color in the center, but nothing on the edge. So we'll see. These are going to dry, and when I get back from Wisconsin, I'll be able to bisque fire them, but I am weighing them down with weight bags, and I'm using the plastic in between the weight bag and the clay so that no little particles from the weight bag get embedded in the clay. So that's drying. Tomorrow morning is Good Morning ClayShare. It's Monday. I'm going to be getting up a little extra early so I can come out and straighten up the studio. I have not cleaned up the studio in like a couple weeks. I've just been too busy. I will get to it. So let's come out. Sunday evening. I wanted to bring you out because it's just so beautiful this time of year. And as I continue this vlog, and you will see that Vermont changes a lot over the course of a year or years. And right now it's beautiful. It's like 70 degrees. Everything's so green and lush. In just a few months, we'll be covered in snow. And I'll come out here and I'll be blowing and howling wind, and it'll just be not the paradise it is right now. But the apples are falling off the trees. You can see them on the ground. That's okay because the deer come and they eat it. Actually, we have a herd of deer that bed down up in our yard, up back here behind the studio. And they sleep. There's another apple tree. That tree right there is an apple tree. And they sleep right around that. So the deer come up to the upper yard. This is one of my favorite parts of our property, is this part of the yard. We have these old stone walls up here, and it's just away from everything and so peaceful. So I'll bring you up. I think I'm gonna put a bench up here. What do you all think? Should I put a bench? See, this is the old apple tree. These trees were left uncared for so many years that the apples on them, they're just, you wouldn't ever be able to bring them back for people to eat. I did talk to somebody who knows about trees, and they said, no, they've got too many bugs and stuff in them, I guess. I don't know, but the deer love it, so that's fine with me. I don't mind. Let's see, look at that. There's the camper, and we do have a picnic table right there. I don't know why it's on its end. I guess Kevin was doing something with it, but I'll turn you this way. We'll end the day here with a view. part of my house, part of my studio. Actually, we'll come down here to there's the other barn that we have over here. And this was gonna be the garden. It didn't happen. We tried so hard to put a garden in, but it didn't happen this year. I have hope for next year. Oh, well, what can you do? But I'll bring you all over here. Another apple tree right here. And we'll say good night. We'll just say goodbye for the week. And I will see you all, well, it'll be tomorrow for Good Morning ClayShare. I'll check in with everybody. Thanks for joining me this week, everyone.